Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new to my channel, hello, my name is Madison. Thanks for joining. Today I'm going to be sharing with you guys my April favorites of 2017, so let's get started. First off, I'm going to start with skincare. So I have the Kate Somerville DTX Daily Cleanser. This came in an acne banishing kit from Kate Somerville. So this came with 2 fluid ounces and it is kind of like a yellow cleanser. It foams really well, and I have been using this since I got the kit and I'm fully out, so I need to go out and purchase a new one. I use this in the morning and at night. I love it. It does have kind of a tea tree smell to it, but I'm okay with it. It doesn't bug me that much, and this has really helped clear my skin. I don't have as many breakouts as I used to. Now I'm just really trying to focus in on the texture of my skin, but this has helped me a lot, and I highly recommend, if you haven't tried it, to go get it. Next up, I have the Yes to Tomatoes Combination Skin Daily Pore Scrub. This says yes to bamboo and mango seed to help gently unclog pores. I bought this. I'm probably down to here now. I need to go repurchase. I love this stuff. It is such a gentle exfoliator, but I really feel like it works. This doesn't lather, it's more of a daily facial scrub like it says. It has little tiny bamboo specks in it that really gets down into your pores. It's been helping me with texture, and that's why I love it so much. So I highly recommend, if you haven't tried it, to go pick it up. I got mine at Shoppers and it was on sale. And last but not least, for skincare, I have the Breath of Fresh Air Toner Water by Lush. I purchased this quite a while ago and I kind of forgot about it, and then recently, since I've been really getting into skincare, I've been grabbing this more and more. It has such a nice mist on it, and I'm just really happy that it's kind of in a spray bottle where I just spray it. You can spray it on a cotton pad. I spray it on my face and I just kind of rub it in. It's really been helping because it does have tea tree in it. I feel like since this is such a natural toner, it's been really helping to clear up my skin lately, and I enjoy it. I am going to go to Lush and pick up another one. Moving along to hair care, I have one hair care item this month, and this is the Batiste Dry Shampoo Heavenly Volume. I got this from ChickAdvisor, and I love this. I think this is the first dry shampoo that actually works for my hair. I have very thin hair, and a lot of dry shampoos just kind of make my hair look really, I don't know, bad. I don't know, it's hard to explain. Since I have thin hair, when I get oily, I get oily. When I get dry, you can tell that I'm dry. And whenever I use a dry shampoo, it really dries out my hair. It looks like messy. I've never liked it. Whereas this one, I actually feel like it's doing its job and my hair looks actually decent. So what I'll do is I'll just spray it in my hair, I'll leave it for a minute, and then I'll go in and I'll kind of rub it all in, and then I'll style my hair, and my hair looks like I just washed my hair. It looks fantastic. I highly recommend to anyone with thin hair that is dealing with the problem of not being able to find a dry shampoo. I highly recommend Batiste. This is the Heavenly Volume one, and I am gonna go out and purchase probably a different one to see if it works as well. I'm gonna quickly talk about these bad boys. This is a new brand that I discovered from our winners. So, and I'm in Canada, so we have winners, also Marshalls, stuff like that. So this is, I want to say Jolie Couture, just because it sounds so French. This is, I'm going to say, a drugstore brand because the prices are so well. Like, this brush was $5.99. I got a double set for like $7.99, so it's really affordable, and they're super soft. So this is their blush brush, and as you can tell, I have been loving it. I do love this for blush. It applies the perfect amount. And it's super soft, and I would compare this to a high-end brand. I love the sleek packaging. It's gold, it looks high-end, it feels high-end, so I highly recommend, if you haven't found this brand, to go look for it. And also, to go along with that, I have 2 eye brushes that I've been loving, also by Jolie Couture, and this is their blending and their smoky brush. I like how the names are on it, and once again, I like the gold sleek packaging. I use this to smudge color underneath my eye, and I use this one for blending. They are super soft. I love this blending brush, and it does compare to some of my high-end brushes. Next up, this is the Too Faced Milk Chocolate Soleil Light Medium Matte Bronzer. This isn't new. Everyone and their mother knows about this product, but I've recently fallen back in love with it because I just try so many different products, and I found this in one of my bags and I was like, oh, I like that. So I have been using it a lot this month. Is what I use to bronze up my face today, and I just love it. It smells wonderful. It blends out beautifully. If you have light to fair skin tone like myself, this does not look muddy on you whatsoever, and it blends like a dream. Next up, I have another Too Faced product, and this is their Hangover. See, now I get confused. A lot of people say Hangover RX, but Hangover ends in an R. So like, is it Hangover X or Hangover RX? Let me know if you know down below in the comment section, because I always say Hangover X, but my friend's like, no, it's Hangover RX. So let me know down below in the comments. This is their Hangover X Replenishing Face Primer with coconut water, probiotic based ingredients, and skin revivers. Now again, like I was saying in my skin favorites, I have oily to combination skin and acne prone, so I was really using a lot of pore filling primers before, and then once I've recently switched to a moisturizing, and this is silicone free, I have noticed the biggest change in my skin. So if you're someone who is acne prone or have clogged pores on your face, try switching your primer from a pore filling primer to a moisturizing or silicone free, and you might see a difference, because that has literally changed my skin. So I've been loving this one. As you can see, I'm almost out. I will need to go repurchase. So I highly recommend, if you haven't tried it, to go try it, and it smells wonderful. Next up, for a mascara favorite, I have, and bear with me, is this Duce? I don't know. I got this in my BoxyCharm quite a while ago, and this is the Max Lash Volumizing Mascara. I love this stuff. I'm hoping I get another one in one of my boxes soon, because I have no idea where to purchase this from, and I love this mascara. The wand on it is super thick, and I think that's why I like it. I don't mind having a couple little clumpy lashes if it gives me volume, and this stuff works. It is a very wet formula, and I think that's why I kind of like it. The bristles are very spread apart. I don't know if you can tell. I love it. It gives me maximum volume, and they dry super, super quick, and I just love this formula. So if you haven't tried it, or if you got it in your BoxyCharm, I highly recommend to go try it right now. This is a new favorite, but I wanted to include it because I've been using it for about 2 weeks now. This is the NYX Cleansing Balm Stripped Off. Now, this was new to my NYX store when I went inside. It was right at the front, which therefore means it's the new. And this is a cleansing balm. Now, NYX came out with a bunch of different cleaning products, like brush cleaners, an oil something, and I love cleansing balms. The Clinique Take the Day Off balm is my favorite. It's what I remove my makeup with every single day. And I was like, you know what? That thing's like $45, $35. This thing was like 10 bucks. So I was like, you know what? I'll have to try it. This is what it looks like. It is just this clear, like the Clinique Take the Day Off balm. This clear formula, and it is very oily. I like how it's in a pot. And yeah, so far so good. I've used it, like I said, for the last 2 weeks. It's been taking my makeup off very, very well. The only thing is I highly recommend when you're in your eye area just to be a little bit more weary, just because I've noticed a couple times when I'm getting it in my eye, it doesn't sting, but it's still kind of a little bit irritated. So I think that's with any oil, because it's getting in your eye. But anyways, I highly recommend, if you haven't tried it, to go to NYX and pick it up. Next up, for blush, I have the Butter Blush by Physicians Formula. I love their butter bronzer, so when I saw that they came out with blushes, I was like, yes, get me one. I actually got this in a pack from Shoppers Drug Mart they were having. It is the butter bronzer and a blush. They have both blushes in the packages if you wanted to get it, and it's only like $21. So I picked that up, so now I have a backup of the butter bronzer, and I now have the Plum Rose color. I did not like the other natural one, I think it was. I just like this one. This is more me. Once again, smells amazing, and the color pigmentation is actually wonderful. It's right there. It's super cute, super wearable, and it blends like a dream, just like the butter bronzer. So if you haven't tried them, go check them out. And I know they're hard to find because everyone has their hands on them. Up next is the Kat Von D Translucent Setting Powder. This is, again, an oldie but a goodie. Since I have so many translucent powders, I kind of bounce around, and then I saw that this was in my drawer again, and I was like, you know what? Let's try this again. The difference, in my opinion, between this and the Laura Mercier setting powder is the Laura Mercier kind of highlights underneath your eyes, but it doesn't leave a white cast, kind of. It's hard to explain. The Kat Von D I love. I use it to set my face. I don't use it to bake. Now that's what I'm saying. So throughout the day, I've noticed when I bake with this, I have like a white strip underneath my eyes, whereas the Laura Mercier one doesn't do that for me. So what I do is I'll actually set my face entirely with the Lock-It, and I'll use my Laura Mercier translucent or the brightening one, and I'll put that under my eye and I won't have a white little line. So I don't know, it's hard to explain, but this is very finely milled and I think it is amazing. The only thing I hate is there's so many little holes because they've made a star in it. That product is always spilling out, whereas the Laura Mercier I think just has a couple holes and you have to like dump out the product, whereas this stuff, like, it flies everywhere. So just be careful. And last for my April favorites is the Spotlight palette in collaboration with Casey Holmes. This is the Pearl palette. I'm probably gonna go get the gold palette as well because of how much I love this product. I am, like I said, I'm very light skinned, so I'll mostly use the two middle shades. Sometimes I'll mix in the third, but I'm mostly using these two. I think this formula is amazing. Like, they hit it out of the park with this formula. One, I have textured skin. You don't tell that I have textured skin. When I put it on right there, you could come up nice and close to me and it looks like I am airbrushed with highlight. They did such an amazing collaboration and I am so proud of Casey and Smashbox with this collab because of, like I said, the formula is incredible. If you have textured skin and you're looking for a highlight, I highly recommend to go pick this up. They're like $40 Canadian, and I'm probably gonna go pick up the gold one even though I won't wear it as much. But if you're light skinned, I highly recommend the pearl one, and if you're a bit deeper, then I highly recommend the gold one. Formulas are amazing. Like, look at that pigmentation. This is the first one, and this is the second one there. Like, look at that. Oh my God. So once again, I just want to say congrats, Casey. I think you did a wonderful job, and I think that everyone in this planet should get their hands on this before it is gone. Now I have two products that did not work out for me this month, and I will tell you why. First up is the Maybelline Fit Me Hydrate and Smooth. I, for one, love the matte and poreless one. Is that what it's called? The matte one, I have like 4 shades of those for when I'm like pale, 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 and a little bit tan. Like, I love that formula. I will have backups upon backups, and that is wonderful. So when I saw that they came out with a Hydrate and Smooth, because in the wintertime I am very dry, I was like, oh yes, get me this. And it says normal to dry on here, but I don't know. I don't know if it's because there's SPF in it or something. This thing is oily AF. Like, so I work an 8 or 9 hour shift. I put on the matte and poreless. I come home and I am still matte. And, you know, I'm still looking good. I put this on, and in like 4 hours into my 8 hour shift, it's breaking up on my nose, breaking up on my chin. My foundation and my bronzer is all kind of falling apart. So for me, this was a no-go. And I highly recommend, if you have the same kind of skin like me, an oily tea, dry to normal everywhere else, I highly recommend skipping this product and going to try the matte and poreless. And last but not least, I have, this is the product that also didn't work out for me. This is the NYX Full Coverage Concealer. Now, I love their HD concealer in the tube container, the liquid one, so I was like, oh, you know what? I should try this. So I got the same in porcelain, and this stuff is just too dry. It has pigmentation, but like to blend, I feel like I'm tugging on my skin. It oxidizes underneath my eyes, and it did not work out for me. Yes, it is full coverage. I will give them that, but I think because it's too full coverage, it's very cakey and literally, like, I don't know if you can tell, that's kind of orange, and I got porcelain and it's turning orange. So I don't know, it just did not work out for me. I have dry under eyes once again, so this and my dry under eyes just wasn't a good match. So that was everything in my April favorites and misses. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And if you aren't already, please hit that subscribe button before you leave, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!